What up, everyone? What's up, beautiful people out there? I thought that I would do a little live stream with you guys, hang out for a little bit, have a little fun, light a candle, eat some pizza. Another day, another adventure. Another day, another adventure. What's up? So you know what I did? I made my I fixed my background. So can I buy that shirt? So what I'm doing is I'm testing out the shirts. I want to wash them like a bunch of times before I sell them and send them out to make sure that they hold up, you know, make sure they're all good. Guys, I have a pizza here too. Everybody asks, do I do Instacart? Man, I do everything. You know what everything means? I do them all. I do everything. Like even the ones, even stuff I don't talk about, I be doing it too, yo. You guys already know I do it all. I be doing apps you ain't never heard of before. I mean, I do apps that like if you heard of, you'll be like, for real? That's an app? I'm telling you, I do them all, yo. Yo. Do you lift? No, I don't do no lifting. No, I'm weak. I'm a little guy. Just moved to outer Richmond and I work downtown. Finna do a night ride back once it's dark. You trying to mob? I'm chill for now. I was out earlier. I probably should have had more clothes on earlier. It was chilly. It was windy. I was hanging out in the Presidio. Hanging out in the Presidio earlier. So what's good, Rob? What's going on? Yo, what's good, y'all? What's good, yo? What's good, yo? What's good? How do you feel about not traveling? I'm a little bummed out. I was gonna go to New York, but I've already canceled my plans to go to New York. I was gonna do it this summer, but I don't want to go if New York's gonna be like all messed up. Just like SF is gonna be messed up for half of the year. I might have a free car for you. Really? I could actually use a free car right now. What do you mean louder? You can barely hear me? What do you think about Booster coming back? So they're not exactly coming back, but um, I thought it would sound good. Does it look good? Is it bright? Hmm. Yeah. Okay. I think it looks good. What time is it? It's 6:39. I'm doing this stream early because I'm probably gonna go to sleep like right after this stream. I mean, there's nothing else to do. Like, it's not like I'm gonna go do something later or go somewhere later. Like, so question: did you guys hear about the leader from North Korea? Mm-hmm. 9:39, New York. Okay, so yeah, I did see Alan's interview. Another company bought all the Boosted's parts and boards and scooters and everything. And what they can do with it is they can only like sell the parts. So once the parts run out, there just won't be any more. So that's kind of the only bad part about it. Are you in Michigan? Are you happy with your bike? I'm pretty happy with my bike. I fell off my bike today, actually. I was in the Presidio off-roading, and I hit some leaves and like slipped off, bust up my leg, cut it all open. The same leg that I hurt like a couple days ago, but I just hurt a different side, and it was like all bleeding and gushing blood and stuff. And I'm just like, yo, I'm gonna kill these knees. Second bike wreck, y'all. I might need to just ride my bike with knee pads on, because I think that might just help me out a lot. Are you talking about Kim Jong-un's sister? She might be worse. I don't know. Maybe all those people in North Korea will just freak out and just run north and just take over, try to invade China. But I don't think those people are smart enough to do that, because they probably don't even know China's up there. You know, because they've been told propaganda their whole life. So who knows? They probably think that. Who knows what they think? They probably don't even know it's there, you know? I'm thinking my merch will be for sale. I'm thinking like by Wednesday. Because I just want to like wash shirts over and over. Oh yeah, London Brick Lane got free Coca-Cola. I missed the Brick Lane area. I'm so curious to see what different places in around the world will be like after quarantine. You know. No, lately I have been eating like crazy, yo. No, I'm just gonna wash the ones that I wear over and over and over and over and over, and get like test them out before I send them out. So that's why I'm not pushing them out for sale yet. Hmm. 84 in LA. Oh my gosh, really? That's freaking nice. Yes, we want people to wear them for years. I need merch hand-me-downs. But all my merch hand-me-downs are gonna be like size small though. I mean, can you fit small? I'm in heaven right now. Good morning from the Philippines. Got my stimulus check today. That's what's up. Test your new brakes. You got new brakes for your car? Do you think there will be a... What up, Alex? Alex, I'm having some of this diet pizza. And I had some pineapples in the fridge. And I cut up a little bit of pineapple and put it on the pizza. Nice. I just ate some animal. Alex over there eating animal. No, I'm a strict vegan. I don't eat vegetarian meals. Well, yeah, I can get XL. You guys think, will there be an extension for the lockdown? I think so. I think so, just because the numbers haven't slowed down. Like, they haven't. You know what? Somebody told me a while ago, they were like, look, Jermaine, this lockdown's gonna last a really long time. And I'm starting to really believe them now. I'm really starting to believe them because I don't know. I'm really starting to believe them. Like, I think that other places can open back up, but maybe certain cities won't open back up. That's what I'm afraid of. And I think I might be in one of those cities. And also New York is gonna be in the same situation. Like, New York's screwed just because it's the epicenter of the world right now. You say New York is ready. No, I feel you on that, Alex, but like, that doesn't mean that they're gonna say like it's officially open. And when they say it's officially open, that's when everything really starts to change, you know? If a bunch of people are out walking in the street, so big deal, like where are they going, in the park, you know? Someone at Whole Foods in Mill Valley tested positive. Yo, like, somebody at pretty much all the Whole Foods in the city is tested positive. Like, pretty much every Whole Foods except for the one, like, I think the one on Market, I haven't heard a case, and the one on 4th Street, I haven't heard a case. But all the other ones, I'm talking about Potrero, Ocean Avenue, California Street, all of them just got employees that's been tested. Because you gotta think, like, the city's super small, you know? The city's super small. Watch your video on Northern Ireland. Enjoyed it. I'm from there. That's what's up. That's what's up. They definitely need to test more people. But like, when is that gonna happen? Like, tomorrow? Or in 3 weeks from now? Or in 2 weeks from now? Like when? Hey Jermaine, what you move to San Diego? I haven't really spent that much time in San Diego. I have spent a little bit of time in San Diego. And the little time in San Diego that I did spend, I had a good time. I will say that. I will say I did have a good time. The little time I did spend there. So, you should go to Northern Ireland during Pride season. Riots with police for days. No, I'm okay on that. Too much be going on in Northern Ireland, yo. We are not recognized as a essential worker. I mean, the police are recognized us as. I missed it. You're selling that shirt. I want one. Yeah, they'll be for sale in like a couple of days. Another day, another dollar. I can make one that says another day, another dollar. So you think there's gonna be a lot of babies born? I can see that. I mean, for the people who, you know, who got a partner, you know, you gotta think like there's a lot of people that haven't got laid in the past like couple of weeks. Jermaine, you need to repent. You guys are right. I'm a bad person. I'm a bad person. Another day, another adventure. I'm just having another pizza. Oh my gosh, it's like warm in here. I'm gonna have to open the window. Did I just like show y'all my crotch? Okay. Okay, it's a question. I'm curious. How many people that are watching this, or your city or where you live, is still under lockdown? I did just open the window. Is it noisier now? Imagine this traveler went almost every country in the world except for my country. Sitting in a hospital. No, GA open to them. Oh man, a lot of people still on lockdown. The acoustic suck now. What do you mean? One thing I will say about San Francisco, like we are on lockdown, but we're not. It's not a very strict lockdown. You know, I don't see the police messing with anybody. Now, at some parks, I do see the police running people off. But one thing I will say about the police, when I was at the park the other day, you can look at them and tell they don't really want to do it. You can look at them and tell like they really don't want to do it, but they're doing it because someone else is telling them to do it. And I mean, I guess they will write you a ticket if you just purposely give them a hard time. But if you like walk away and leave like they want you to, I couldn't imagine that they would have a problem. That you would have a problem, you know? I mean, because for them to like have to ask people to leave, that's kind of like, oh, we gotta go ask these people to freaking leave, you know? No, it's no, these are extensions. You get. You know, one thing that kind of got me a little afraid that I saw earlier today. I was on 4th Street, right past the market, and as I'm walking by, I noticed that they're boarding up the Container Store. I don't know if you're familiar with the city, but like in between on 4th, in between Mission and Market, there's a store called a Container Store, and they're just covering the whole thing up with wood. And I'm thinking, they must not be planning to open the city for like a long time if they're putting up all of this wood. You know what I mean? They're not gonna open the city in a couple of weeks if they're putting up all of this wood. It's probably gonna be like another month or 2 months. I'm thinking it's probably gonna be another month or 2 months. I know every time, every seems like every other week or so that I make a video, um, I'm always pushing out the days. But yeah, I think Nancy wanted people to come to Chinatown, though. She definitely wanted people to come to Chinatown, yo. Nancy's crazy, dude. Yeah, I would say another month, if not another 2 months. Because, I mean, when you still see businesses covering their windows up, it's like, yo, like, no one hasn't broken your window yet, you know? Why are you afraid of covering it up? Maybe because it's going to be closed for months. Like, I would imagine a lot of places just they just won't open back up. Like, they just simply will not open back up. The wood, they just won't take it down. You know, because the restaurant owners are probably gonna like, some of them are probably just gonna be like, yo, it's been like 4 months, you know? Like, you expect me to just flip a button and just turn my business back on? Like, I gotta, get supplies, I gotta get employees, I gotta, I mean, oh my gosh, how to take the wood off? Jermaine is gonna lose his mind, but what Jermaine will probably end up doing is Jermaine will probably ended up going to. Jermaine will probably end up going to SoCal. Yeah, I would probably like just take a train, go down to SoCal for a little bit. Because I'm pretty sure like places in SoCal will be open. You know, maybe LA won't be open, but like certain beaches like outside of LA will be open, and maybe campgrounds and stuff like that will be open. Maybe I can like take the bike, take the train, go camping somewhere by the beach, like just hang out. Like maybe I could just do something very, very different. Go grab that board from Heather. I probably should. I probably should have grabbed that board from Heather. What is Heather up to? Is she got married yet? She's so happy. Every time I talk to her, she's so happy. Is she married yet? Because they seem like they're just the most happy, perfect couple ever, yo. You need a 3X shirt? You can could probably do 3X, but I could probably do 3X. I have to see. Did you see Jared Scott's new videos on sex toys? But I don't know why. But I have a, like, lately, I think it's because of the videos that she's been putting on Instagram. But lately I have a big crush on Jared Scott. Yeah, I do. I do, because she's always posting these little cute photos of her doing stuff. Not photos, but videos of her doing stuff, like working out and stuff. And she's just so, like, I think she's so cute, you know? Like, I don't know why, but, like, I got, like, a really big crush on her right now. Do you still have that boy's number? What do you mean? Are you going to get vaccinated for COVID-19? I mean, I guess if that's going to be the thing, you know? Hello from Russia. What about Russia? Jermaine, maybe you guys can Skype together. It's safe. But she's like in a relationship or something. And I don't think she likes dudes. Yeah, isn't she dating that girl, like that really attractive girl from New York? But I'm not gonna lie, like, she's got a lot going on. Like, she's still living with her ex-boyfriend. They still have a business together. And, like, it's just too much to, like, even if she wasn't in a relationship with another girl, it's just a lot going on. What do you mean, no? Oh, she's not talking to that girl anymore? Jara Sky. She is definitely an LA kid, by the way. Oh my gosh. Something happened to them. Oh, really? Really? Something happened to them. I don't know, but dude, the girl that she was dating was like... That girl was like a 10, yo. Well, I don't want to... No, I'm not saying she was a 10, but like, just... Like, listening to her in videos, I was just like, wow, like, this chick is made up, yo. Like, damn. You know? Yeah, she was pretty solid, bro. Like, yeah, she was pretty solid. I'm not saying Jara's not, but Jara... See, the girl Jara was talking to, she was a little bit more mainstream. You know what I mean? Like, Jara is more like, okay, I'm vegan, I can't have this, I can't have that, I can't touch the chemicals, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do that. She has a lot of limitations. And the other chick is like, not like that. Like, not like that at all. I think Jara got dumped. See, that the thing about that other girl, like, she seemed to be that she was she seems that she knows how to get what she wants with her looks. Like for real, like, knows how to get what she wants. And Jara is kind of like, and then that other girl, like, she's more like city vibe, you know, I want to say. I can't really say this because I haven't really met her, but I'm just sort of speculating. And then Jara is just more like, LA kid, you know, she's just doing internet businesses and, like, yeah, she's like cute, but, like, I don't think your average guy is gonna say Jara Scott is like the hottest chick, you know what I mean? I don't think, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to say she's not ugly, but what I'm trying to say is her girlfriend, I think your average dude will be like, God damn, you know? But I think a lot of dudes would probably just think Jara Scott, oh yeah, she's just a lesbian, you know. I really hope that she doesn't see this part of the video, because she's gonna be like, oh, so that's what Jermaine thinks of me. Ask if she can give me a blue check. Olivia was really into Gerald, but I think Gerald got a bad temper. Gerald seems like she could have a really bad temper. And she seems like she could be. I mean, that would explain. That would explain a lot. That would explain. Dang. Okay, so basically, who we're talking about is this YouTuber, right? So I can actually tell the story how I met this chick. So I was at VidCon like 2 years ago, and there was this chick named Hania Maniac, right? It's this like Jewish girl from like Israel, super snobbish, right? This girl has more problems than anybody I know. You know, she has problems eating, she has problems sleeping, she has problems having sex, she has problems. Literally everything in her life is a problem, okay? But she was vegan and I was following her. And I saw her at VidCon and I was just like, yo, what's up? What's going on? You know? And she was kind of cool that like, she thought it was cool that like, I walked up to her and I knew who she was, but then I quickly realized that like, no, I don't think she's that cool, you know? But then it was this other chick there called Cheap Lazy Vegan. I don't know if you've ever heard of Cheap Lazy Vegan. She's really popular on YouTube. And Cheap Lazy Vegan was there. She's this other vegan chick. She was like super cool, so we started talking. And Jared was hanging out with both of them. And when I met Jared, I was just like, well, no, we're all hanging out, and like Jared, like we sort of exchange information, like, oh, what type of videos you make, you know? I was like, oh, I make this type of videos. Oh, I live in San Francisco. She's like, oh, I live in Hollywood, you know? And we're like, oh, really? Yeah, yeah. So we end up start talking, you know, exchange information, and we kind of got pretty cool. But then I noticed that like she was still living with like her ex-boyfriend, and her ex-boyfriend like Gerald. No, I don't think Gerald likes dudes at all. No. She doesn't like. I don't think so. But she you know, she's living with her ex-boyfriend. But then looking at her ex-boyfriend, he is like very, very GQ. He also has a YouTube account too, a YouTube account that's much bigger than hers. But he's like very like GQ, like very proper and very like basically like he's like very very proper, like he's a black dude too, you know. So if you want to follow Jared Scott, since we just sitting around talking about this tree. Oh my gosh, this is the video about a bunch of sex toys. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Okay. She's like, I want to say she's got to be 35, but she looks like she's like 21 in this video, yo. She's such a LA girl, yo. Alright, so I'm going to show you her channel really fast so you guys can follow her. I've been telling you about it. So this is Jared Scott. She just looks like a crazy ass white chick. I mean, Jared Scott, but she's cool, yo. LA girls are the hottest in the US. There's definitely a lot of beautiful people in LA, yo. I mean, there's so many people competing for jobs and stuff. Like, they're all in the same spot, you know? Do she like BBC? I don't think so. I don't think she likes dudes anymore. I don't think she likes dudes anymore. John just get all his stock ideas from I don't see the thing about Jeremy, guys. I'm gonna tell you the thing about Jeremy, yo. Jeremy from Financial Education Channel. Dude, I'm actually starting to not like Jeremy because whatever he says, like, so many people follow. Like, whatever he says, so many people follow. Like, so many people follow, yo. Like, this dude will go online and say, oh, I'm buying this stock. And then the stock will go up, like, 20% after hours. And it's like, really? Like, how many people are watching this video? And his videos don't even get a lot of views. His videos don't even get a lot of freaking views, yo. All you do is follow him. I don't necessarily follow him. I mean, I don't necessarily just follow him, but like, because you gotta, like, I don't necessarily follow him, and I kind of have proof that I don't. Like, I was invested in Tesla before he was talking about Tesla. Like, I was literally already invested in Tesla, yo. Like, he was talking about Tesla right around the same time, and that's kind of proof, because my average cost on Tesla is like what, like 280 or something like that, and Tesla is like 700 a share right now. So that's like proof that like I'm not following all of his information, because he wasn't talking about Tesla that long ago. All you do is copy what he says, Tesla. Oh, I mean, I don't care if you wanna say that, you can say that, but like, I also don't make stock market videos either, so I can also say that one too, because I really don't. I mean, I really don't. Like, my stock market reviews don't do that well. Thanks for the super chat. I mean, you can say that if that's what you think is true, but I'm gonna tell you that's not exactly true. And if it is true, I mean, if it is true, I mean, so what? I mean, is there something wrong with that? Thanks. This is this one. Another day, another adventure. Yo, Jermaine, how much money can a gangster make in SF in a week? You can make, I don't know, dude. Things are getting rocky around here. But you can still make like at least $1,000 a week. I don't know about right now, because I'm telling you, like, things are not what they used to be around here. Like, things are not. Like, it's getting very bleak around this joint. Like, can you make $20K a week selling weed in SF? I don't know where you're going to find that many customers. Merch prices. So the shirts are gonna be 20, but they're gonna be 20% off over orders $50 or more. And then free shipping on orders $50 or more too. It sucks. We should have been prepared. I mean, I can't wait till this quarantine is over with. I heard SF is full of potheads. My friend told me this. Your friend is not too far from the truth. I'm not into white chicks, but if I was, I would think Jennifer Lorraine, she's super hot. Oh, she is. I think a bunch of white chicks are hot. I mean, to keep it real. I was wondering if you checked out that documentary called Fall of Carl. No, I haven't. A documentary I was watching recently was Pizzagate. I watched Pizzagate. Wow, that's a good one, yo. Some crazy shit. I mean, I watched it like right before I got ready to go to bed. Took me a little longer to go to sleep. I was like, ooh, wait, man, these people doing some weird stuff. Alice put me up on that one, yo. I ordered some new glasses. I can't wait till the bad boys come. So you guys want to know my streaming setup? So like, I'm just streaming with the iPad now because I like how big the screen is. But I think I'm gonna switch up my streaming session a little bit. I'm gonna have it where like I use a better microphone. Oh, the glasses are smooth. My average cost on Tesla is $129. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, $129. But you know what though? Just look how much you have made. You know? Look how much you have made. And what I think is gonna happen with Tesla eventually is they're gonna eventually split the shares. Like it's gonna keep going up and it's gonna keep going up. And I think it will they'll eventually split the shares and maybe they'll do, I don't know what maybe 2-to-1, 5-to-1, 3-to-1, 10-to-1. I don't know. Okay, Jane, you gotta go. You just being annoying now. Put you in timeout for 300 seconds. Yes. Timeout. I mean, he's just being annoying talking about I'm just copying off of Germany. Do you realize in the market that there's only so many stocks to pick from, especially with like long-term potential growth. Like there's just not so many, and a lot of them happen to be tech companies. And it's not just me picking all these companies. It's a lot of other investors on YouTube. It's a lot of other young investors. Like I don't hear no young investors on YouTube. None of them saying buy Ford or GM. None of them. Like none of them are saying Ford or GM, y'all. Like none of them are saying go invest in Procter and Gamble. Like none of them are saying that because these companies just don't have a lot of growth ahead of them. They're already large, established companies, and yeah, you might get a decent dividend, but you know what's a 4% dividend when the stock price is only going up 6% a year? You know, versus if you invest in something that's high growth, maybe you might see 100% growth in a year, or possibly 200% growth in a year, and then over 10 years, who knows how many X's you could see in growth, versus if you would just invest in some older company that has less growth potential ahead. So when you look at the stock market that way, there's not a lot of companies to choose from. Like they're all going to be tech related companies. Or companies that are building hardware. How are you feeling on your Uber stock? I'm cool. I'm still cool on them. I mean, I'm down on it, but I'm okay. I've also put money other places. I mean, it's kind of weird how people will ask me how I feel about my Uber position, but you're not asking about how I feel about my Tesla position. And I'm up way more on Tesla than I am on Uber. I mean, I'm down Uber, but I mean, what about Tesla? I have way more Tesla than I do Uber. Uber is a small position compared to other things that I own. But I know a lot of people just want to focus on Uber because, you know, Uber is that big, bad, dirty company. Yes, I'm on the live. What up, Al? No, I don't have any stocks on Salesforce. I don't exactly know what they. I can't exactly explain Salesforce. Like very simple. They sell software to companies. Okay, that's about it. Like companies use this software. They spend lots of money on the software. So what do you think Uber has? Oh, Uber has a lot of freaking data, yo. Uber has so much data. You have Uber Eats, you have Uber Freight that a lot of Uber drivers, I don't think they remember because you don't necessarily see Uber Freight like you would see like Uber drivers. Like Uber Freight would just be, you know, a truck going down the road and the driver use an Uber app to pick up that load. So it's not like that truck's gonna say, "Oh, this is an Uber driver," you know. So that's one, and I also like the fact that they have stakes in different companies all around the world that they don't even own. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, Uber Freight. Yeah, Uber Freight. That's kind of a sleeping giant, yo. That's what people don't really talk about. Because your average person is not gonna use Uber's freight service. It's just gonna be mainly for companies. Your average person, yeah, they might use Uber like UberX, you know, for the weekend. Jermaine, do you think driverless cars are going to be a game changer? Guys, I'm gonna tell you right now. If you know me, if you know who I am, you know that I love driverless cars. I cannot wait to driverless cars on the road. Just think if Tesla starts paying out dividends. I'm gonna tell you something. I think Tesla is gonna pay out dividends much faster than people think. I'm not saying that they're gonna pay dividends tomorrow. I'm not saying that they're gonna pay dividends in the next 2 years or the next 3 years. But I think that Tesla is gonna be paying out dividends more faster than most people think. Just because they have so much upside potential. Like I'm not. I don't want to just sit here and make a Tesla video, and I don't want to just sit here and talk about Tesla. But the amount of data that they have, and I know I said the same thing about Uber. Like, yeah, Uber has a lot of data. I'm pretty sure you guys hear that. You know, Google has lots of data. Amazon has lots of data. But it's how this data can be used is what makes me attractive to these companies is how this data can be used. And with Tesla, with the whole autonomous car, I think it's just a matter of time. I think it's just a matter of time. I mean, it might be 2 more years, but I think it's just a matter of time, yo. Is Jane back? Is Jane upset that I am? Yeah, but that's okay if he has more subscribers. Like, you know, he just has more subscribers because he has more subscribers. So let's just put you back in. Let's just block you for good this time. Um, yeah, let's just get rid of you. So you can just go ahead and make a new account, and then you can start harassing me again. But for now, I'm gonna make you go through the process of getting a new account. Yeah, so that's what I got going on. I love this setup for some reason. Like I like it. Like I like the lighting for some reason. It looks good. Some YouTube channels go viral from what I hear they're making big bucks. Yep. What did Jane Smith say? They're talking about how like I'm stealing information from some other YouTuber, and I'm like, well, whatever. If I am, I mean, look how much money I've made off of Tesla. I didn't get all of this information from him. He started blasting Tesla when Tesla started to freaking when it started to go above 300. That's when Jeremy started talking about Tesla a lot, and then it just, I mean, it's like every other video he was talking about Tesla, but at that point, like, I was already a Tesla shareholder. Like I wasn't buying more Tesla because when you, but I was literally holding Tesla for like more than a year, yo, and it wasn't going anywhere. Like it wasn't going anywhere. I remember I was buying Tesla at like 230, 240, 250, 280 or whatever. It wasn't going anywhere. I was selling off Apple because I had a bunch of Apple. I was selling off Apple and I was up like 200, 300% on my Apple shares. And I was selling Apple to freaking buy Tesla, right? And then I remember selling Apple, and Apple, like that year, Apple was already up at like, it was up like 30% for the year. And then Apple was up like 70% for the year, right? And I had sold out all this Apple and I bought Tesla, and Tesla was doing nothing. Tesla was going nowhere. And I'm just sitting back like, I mean, what am I gonna do? Just like keep sitting on this freaking Tesla? Like it's going nowhere, you know? And then all of a sudden, I just like, just not really paying any attention. And all of a sudden it just goes up in value. And then once it goes up in value, it had went up so fast that I'm like, well, I'm not gonna buy anymore. Like it's too expensive, you know? It was at like $500 a share. And I'm like, well, I don't want to buy anymore. Like it's too freaking expensive. And then that's when Jeremy kept talking about Tesla. He was like, Tesla. And then that's when I kept talking about Tesla because like I had a lot of Tesla, you know, and I'm just like, holy shit, this is really cool. Like it finally went somewhere, you know. So that dude is just upset because I don't know, 1 hour later. Oh, this is that dude. Let's block this dude. No, I don't think society's gonna go back to normal after this. I mean, how could it go back to normal? Just ask yourself that question. Like, how could it go back to normal? Just nobody's afraid, and everybody just goes back and does the same thing they were doing before, which I can see. Like, that is gonna happen. Like, that is gonna happen. Like, people are gonna go back out, and people are gonna do things the way that they once did. But there will be a difference, you know. There will be a difference. I can already see people going out, like, but there will be a difference, like, and maybe it doesn't affect everybody the same. Maybe some people go back out and it just doesn't feel like nothing ever changed. But then other people, they go back out and they're just like, oh, this is a different world, you know. I think it's really gonna be, it's gonna vary. See you later. I'm gonna go skate. We'll go for a walk. All right, I'll see you. We're all gonna die. This is the new world. Y'all wanted it. It's here. It's here. It's here. You love my channel? Thanks. Thanks. I love it when people say I love my channel. I wish I was out making more videos instead of just making live streams in the house. But I think y'all like the live streams. I sort of like the live streams. You didn't read my super chat. Oh, let me go back up. Do you think aliens are at the bottom of the ocean? You know what? I actually think so. I think that there could possibly be some type of alien living in the bottom of the ocean. I think in different oceans it could be different aliens living in oceans. Like, for example, I believe in the Pacific Ocean, maybe there could be like one sort of alien. Maybe this can be like a larger type alien, sort of a larger type, smaller type, fatter type alien. But then if you look at oceans like the Atlantic Ocean, maybe, you know, the aliens there are more taller aliens and they have more antenna type heads. And then you look at oceans like the Indian Ocean, maybe they're just a completely different type of alien. You know, so I think that there are aliens in the bottom of the ocean. I think they live there. And if you guys want me to talk about aliens, just hit that super chat up and I will gladly entertain you guys about aliens at the bottom of the ocean. But I really think they exist. Appreciate the super chat. But yeah, aliens at the bottom of the ocean, definitely. Definitely. But you know, I think that what's more concerning is aliens in the bottom of lakes. I mean, that's a whole nother topic. I gotta make a whole nother YouTube about that one, another video about that one. But aliens at the bottom of lakes. I mean, if you want to talk about oceans, oh man, aliens at the bottom of lakes, that'll really blow your mind, yo. That'll really blow your mind. Am I losing y'all here? But I'm telling you, someone hit me with a super chat and he was talking about aliens. So, I mean, the least thing I could do is entertain my homeboy about these aliens, yo, because they out here. They out here. We're gonna save America's life soon. We need to save America's life, yo. Yes, I'm a believer in underwater and aliens. Yeah, I'm telling you, those aliens underwater are for real. I just joined. What the fuck? You didn't smoke today? Yeah. If the federal owns 20% of stocks, do we really have a free market? That's a good question. Are the feds buying up that much stock market? America is a third world country in a Gucci belt. Okay. Elon Musk. Yo, is this back working? I can't believe I dropped the internet. Just dropped here. The internet's like dope here, yo. That's one reason why I really like staying here. Like, it's really good internet. Internet's fire, yo. Dude, we should have jetpacks by now. Are you in an Airbnb? No, I am living at a place, living in a hotel. That's what I'm doing. I'm living in a hotel. Did I tell you guys I'm living in a hotel? Well, it's just like a hotel. I'm trying to think. Where's better? I think these are better because these are a little bit smaller. Yeah, these are better. Is it too late for me to bake cupcakes? Oh, maybe. How much you paying for the hotel? It's a really good deal. I'm not gonna say how much I'm paying though, because people could probably figure out where I'm staying. I mean, if you like go to hotels.com, you're not gonna find it, because in San Francisco, a lot of people live in hotels, and what I mean by that is, okay, the building back in the day used to be a hotel, right? It was for travelers, it was for tourists, but then they just recently just like converted it to a place where people just live, you know. So there's a lot of those in San Francisco, like a lot of those in San Francisco. And so when you hear people say they stay in a hotel, like they don't actually live in a hotel, like they don't just stay in like the Days Inn or the Holiday Inn or whatever. They stay in a building that used to be a hotel. Yeah, New York has a bunch of those too. Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah, the same thing. They call them they call them a name SORs or something like that. Yeah, those are really popular around here. But like only in certain neighborhoods they're really popular, like SRO. Yeah, SRO. Yeah. Only in certain neighborhoods like North Beach, uh, North Beach Financial District, Soma, Tenderloin, Mission District, and that's really just about it. It might be a few more in different neighborhoods, like if you keep going up if you keep going up Market like towards the Castro, like you might find a few there. You might find a few just randomly throughout the city, but the large concentration are going to be in those neighborhoods that I just said earlier. Chinatown is another place. They have a lot of them too. I don't know. It's probably the most in Chinatown in the TL. Um, Probably Chinatown leads the way. Like definitely Chinatown leads the way. Probably. Yo yo yo, what up? From Hawaii. Hawaii in the house. Single room occupancy. But the thing is, they're not very easy to find. You have to like know where you're going. Jermaine, you still gonna be on Facebook? What y'all think I should go live on Facebook or something? Cause lately I've been on Facebook a lot. I've been on Facebook a lot lately, yo. Will you buy a estate in myself? No, I don't think so. I mean, if I had money to buy real estate, I don't think I would buy real estate here. The reason why I wouldn't buy real estate here is because, like, a freaking 1 bedroom condo in a building could cost you $700,000, $800,000, right? So in that case, I would rather just take like a fourth of that and go buy a house somewhere else, and then just, you know what I mean? Like it's just not even worth it at the end of the day. You ever heard about Kanye becoming a billionaire? Yeah, I did hear about that. I think that's awesome. You gonna start wearing a mask? I've been wearing a mask. I already started. You have to wear a mask in the city. Like you have to. Otherwise, you're not gonna be able to go in any stores. So you have to wear a mask. Like they don't even have to enforce it. Like stores aren't gonna let you in. Security gonna be like, no, you can't come in. You gotta wear a mask. Yeah, I know. It's sad. Are gonna lose a lot of people in this country. How many people are getting pulled over in Cali? I don't know. I don't really drive, and I'm pretty sure in LA it's gonna be a whole different story than what it is gonna be in the Bay Area. I'm pretty sure in LA it's gonna be a different story. Like they're gonna be messing with people more in LA. But aren't they pumping the numbers? I mean, that's what they said. They said they're pumping numbers like crazy. Germany reopened and those streets were packed. No one wearing masks. That's a good question. But Germany's also not the epicenter. The U.S. is not the epicenter. We will get the cure COVID in Oxford. Oh, Oxford like England or Oxford, Mississippi? Oxford, Mississippi. I drive every day and I have seen one pulled over. What do you think about guys who stay with disrespectful women? Them some weak dudes, man. The crazy thing about the U.S. is the social distancing should be working a lot better than what it is. It should be. It should be working a lot better than what it is because if you look at a lot of European cities, man, they have a lot of cities like packed cities. We don't have a lot of packed cities like that in the U.S. But I guess majority of our cases are in one packed city, which is New York. Oh, it's just something to think about. I'm just thinking like, yo, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do like in the future? Like, what am I gonna do when I'm like, I want to leave the city because it's whack, because it's not opening up? Like, what do I do then? You know, that's what I'm thinking. What do I do then? Germany has less poverty. Yeah, Germany does have less poverty. But also, guys, something else that a lot of people don't think about is the numbers. Everybody, not everybody, but so many people want to compare Germany to the U.S. And I don't exactly know how many people live in Germany. Let's find out. Germany population. Germany population. Okay, so last year the population in Germany was 83 million people. So it's easy to say, oh, Germany, they're so much better. They Germany, they're so much better. Like they have better doctors, and Germany has less crime, and Germany has less homeless people, and Germany has less of this, and Germany has less of that. But when you actually look at the fact, you know what Germany does have less of too? Germany has less people than the U.S. Yeah, there's like 350 million people in the U.S. or 330 million people in the U.S. versus 83 million. So it's very easy for a smaller country to implement different things versus a big, large country. I hear this a lot, like even when I travel, like a lot of Europeans like to say, well, you know, in Norway, everybody has free healthcare. But do you realize in Norway, there's like 6 million people in the country of Norway? There's like 7 million people in the Bay Area. Okay, 7 million people in the Bay Area. There's 6 million, less than 6 million people in the whole country. And the whole country is like the size of California. All right. So yeah they do. And also Norway is a country that they could literally all of their citizens can stop working for the next 100 years. And they have that much natural resources in the ground. They can stop working for 100 years, yo. And everyone in their country can just be chilling, right? You know, they can do that. 6 million people versus 330 million. Sometimes you gotta like really check the numbers, okay? You gotta check the numbers, like okay, like this whole Canadian thing. How like in Canada they're getting $2,000 a month. They're getting 2,000 Australian dollars a month. Okay, 2,000 Australian dollars is like 1,500 US dollars. Okay, and then on top of that, everything they get from Canada comes from the US. So all of it costs more because we all hit them with tariffs and stuff. Germany has 83 million people, but it's more packed than the U.S. state as far as Texas. Yeah, it does have. Yeah, it is more packed. Yeah, I didn't say it was. I didn't say it wasn't densely populated. I mean, Germany's a packed place. Germany and the EU has better social welfare system. Yeah, I mean it does. But what do you do when it's all overwhelmed? You know, what do you do then? What do you think about Bernie Sanders? I think Bernie Sanders was a really good distraction. I mean, Bernie Sanders was he wanted to do some amazing things. He did, but when you it's one thing to want to do amazing things, and it's another thing to just not be realistic. Um, and I just felt that A lot of the things he wanted to do were really amazing, like free healthcare. Okay, I don't see a problem with that. Free college. Okay, I don't see a problem with that. Canceling student debt. Okay. Uh, I mean, it's kind of like if you cancel student loan debt, now are you going to cancel credit card debt next? You know what I mean? Because I mean, are you just you know what I mean? If you start canceling student loan debt, are you going to stop there, or are you going to continue to? I mean, so it just really it just brings up the question, how much does it cost to cancel student loan debt? Well, it costs like over $1 trillion. I mean, do you know how much $1 trillion is? Do a lot of people know how much $1 trillion is? Um, to put $1 trillion into perspective, let's just put $1 trillion into perspective, okay? Okay. The tallest building in the world, the Burj Khalifa, it cost $5 billion to build. Now this is the tallest building in the world. Okay, you take Apple's headquarters, that look like this big round thing. Okay, it costs like $5 billion to build. $1 trillion is only $1 trillion is 5% what it costs to build a Burj Khalifa. You can build 20 Burj Khalifas with $1 trillion. That's a lot of money, yo. That is a boatload of money. It's a lot of fucking money, yo. It is an insane amount of money. You really can't imagine $1 trillion. Like, you really can't. The quickest, I would say the easiest way to imagine $1 trillion is when you go to Dubai. Imagine that you're looking at 20 Burj Khalifas, and that would be $1 trillion if you could see 20 Burj Khalifas. Like, I don't even think you can't see it. Like, and when you can't see it. No, not 200. No, not 200. Wait. Oh shit. Oh my gosh. Would it really be? I don't think it would be 200, yo. Yeah, $3 billion for the South Foot Tower. But you also gotta think, like, to build a Burj Khalifa in Dubai. Of course, it was cheaper to build it in Dubai. If they would have built the Burj Khalifa in like California, it would be like $20 billion, yo. Like, it would be because the wages in California are way more, and also the land and all that is way more. And I don't even think they wouldn't let you build anything that high. 5 billion times 200 is a trillion. Oh, bro. So like I was off. I was off by a long shot then. 23 trillion in debt. I mean, the U.S. is basically screwed when it comes to the debt situation. When you really look at the debt, the U.S.'s debt is like I thought it was like 30 trillion or whatever, and then the U.S. takes in like 3 trillion every year. So that's basically like someone making $30,000 a year with like a $250,000 loan. Like, that's the United States, yo. How bad is that? Like, I'm laughing right now, but I actually should not be laughing. I shouldn't be laughing. But what is it compared to other countries? Oh my gosh, that's actually a really good question, yo. That's a real. What is it compared to other countries? Because I imagine like a country like Japan, like Australia. I mean, Australia, these ain't rich countries. I mean, they're rich countries, but they're. I mean, they're kind of like that. They're kind of like they're broke, you know. 30 grand job with 100,000 in student debt is crazy. So many people like that, yo, and that's insane. It's like, who even lets you like? That's just like highway robbery, yo. I mean, them teachers should have known that look, you ain't finna get that much money. They say it's gonna be forgiven one day, but even if you forgave student loans, that definitely would put money in the economy because people that are paying all those loans can be buying other stuff. But you know what? It almost really doesn't matter. You know, it's kind of bad to say, but it's kind of like they don't have to cancel student loans. And I'm gonna tell you why they almost don't have to cancel student loans, because you get like nowadays the people that are going to college are definitely like thinking about it way more. They're definitely planning out. They're planning out for it way more. If people are not going to school for like something for real, most of the time they're not going to college. They're not like, you know, paying thousands of dollars to, you know, learn English. You know what I mean? What are you going to do? Be a teacher? You know, I mean, there's still people going to be teachers, but people are a little bit more serious about what they're doing now. San Francisco native just saying hello. What up? So basically, what I'm saying is, I think that like the generations now are a little bit more for real about going to college. So it only affected like a chunk of the population, right? So I think that they can just, I mean, if they really wanted to, they could just leave it there and just let those people just suffer. Which it sounds messed up, but I'm just looking at it from a way that I'm looking at it from a different perspective, from a perspective of like lawmakers and stuff. They may be looking at it like, well, yeah, but like these newer kids growing up, like they're thinking about it differently. You know, they're not getting hooked on the whole debt situation. So maybe we'll just let these people like. But then at the same time, it's like if you cancel student loans, and if you have the housing market as high as the housing market is, okay, you're gonna cancel student loans, but then these people still aren't gonna go out and buy houses because that's really what would kind of help things out if you cancel student loans and now these people can like buy houses. But if the housing market's too high, it's like, yeah, you got rid of their student loans and now they still can't freaking buy a house. So it's like, I don't know, but I think canceling student loans is okay. Basically, a couple of things that they talk about on the media, I think is just there to distract people. Okay, first off, when they talk about reparations, right? I don't think they're ever gonna pay reparations. I think that's just something to distract people. That's just something to whenever. Okay, so another thing I don't think that's gonna happen is, okay, the student loan debt. Okay, I think that they just want to keep fishing that to people. I think they just want to keep throwing that in people's faces, and I think they want to get people hyped about that. And I think they want people to think that one day this could possibly happen. But then if they keep fishing it over your head, like it's kind of like Bernie Sanders, you know. Bernie Sanders was just gonna give us all. He was gonna be just the one shot guy, right? He was just gonna give us all. And what did he do? He was there, and he was just like, I mean, this is just my perspective. He was a distraction because he just wanted to give too much. He just wanted to give too much. And I don't think average people just realize how things work. I don't think how average people realize that, like, these big companies and these big donors, like, these big companies have a lot of say so, yo. They do. They do. I know that there's like this illusion that we are the people and the people, we make the decision. But actually, the people, and if you don't, dude, that's bullshit. People don't make the decision. If you don't believe me, why, whenever we go to vote for president, why don't our vote count? But the electoral college vote does. Okay? Why does that vote count, but our votes don't count? I mean, think about it. It's not for us. It's not made for us. It's not made by us. It's made for them. It's made for. It's not like. And when I mean by us, I'm not talking about black people. I'm talking about all of us at the bottom that aren't up there pulling strings at the top. It's all of us, yo. The electoral college is a joke, yo. Yeah, I mean, yes, it would be a good idea to cancel student loan debt. And then another thing about Trump, yo, dude, how is he not gonna win? Like, for real, like, this guy is going to win with flying colors. Like, how is he not gonna win? Like, I don't think a lot of people do. Do a lot of people realize what he just did? Dude, I don't think a lot of people realize what Trump is doing right now. Trump is getting so much free publicity, yo. Like, this dude is getting so much free. He's talking about injecting Lysol into people. Okay, if you actually think, I'm gonna tell you something. If you actually think that Trump is that stupid, that really says a lot about you. That really, the guy is not that stupid, yo. Like, I promise you, I'm not a Trump supporter here. But if you think that he is that stupid, like, you literally live on another planet. Like, he was obviously just talking shit to them folks. Like, come on, dude. Do you really think that someone? I really don't think anybody can be that stupid to say we're gonna inject Lysol into people. Of course, it's a freaking chemical. Like it says, it's flammable on the back of the can. Dude, but the thing is, but check this out. You see how he can say something so stupid? And look on Facebook right now. Look at all the memes. Look at all the new memes. That's all free advertisement for him. People, I'm telling you, it's gonna get to the point where people, they're not even gonna know. They're gonna forget that it's an election. They're gonna forget about Biden because most people don't even fucking know who Biden is. Most people don't even know who Biden is. You know why they don't know who Biden is? Because everybody was sipping that spoon that old man Bernie Sanders had. Everybody was sipping that Kool-Aid spoon. And nobody was paying no other candidate any attention except for Andrew Yang. But the only reason people were paying Andrew Yang any attention is because of the $1,000 a month. But I think it's a trip, y'all. Oh, you from Ukraine? Ukraine's a trip. I think it's funny, yo. When I heard that man say Lysol, I was like, oh my, I have. It's like, how stupid can this guy? How stupid can he be? But then I thought to myself, that's the media, yo. That's the media. Okay, let me tell y'all something else about how the media works. Dude, the media, their ratings, I gotta be so high right now. Their ratings gotta be so high because if you don't like Trump, of course you're gonna find this amusing. You're gonna find this entertaining. And that's probably why he did it. That's probably why he did it. Like, he probably got so many tricks up his sleeve. He probably like, Hey y'all, I'm gonna hit the American people with this one right here. I'm gonna have them talking about me. Dude, this guy is he's so freaking smart. This is why like I talk about him and I'm just like, because now I'm getting to the point where like, look, I can't hate him no more. Like I can't. Like I can be like, yo, I don't like you, but I'm just like, yo, this shit is funny. You're basically giving him no, I'm not giving him that much credit. But the Lysol thing, yo, he said, get injected, it's gonna hit you real fast, it's gonna kill the virus. The virus is gonna be gone, yo. You don't have to worry about that virus because when it hits you, you gonna be gone. Kim is dead. I know. I'm pretty sure. You know, Papa Trump is very upset about Kim. You know, because when they shook hands, they looked like they had a business deal going. I didn't say Trump's ratings. I said ratings for the media. Because the media is covering coronavirus right now. So many people watching coronavirus. And then they just got, you know, they got this puppet here too, you know. Trump is way better than Obama. I guess Obama never told us to, you know, inject Lysol into our body. So yeah, I guess Trump does beat Obama. Because Obama, I don't think he would have told us that. I think Obama would have said, please seek professional help. Trump is like, yo, this is gonna save you right here. Put that Lysol in here, you can go to Target. Man, I haven't seen Lysol for sale. I haven't seen Lysol since this whole thing started. I mean, but the thing about the North Korea can get a little scary because China might just try to take over North Korea. They might. Trump needs to get his own YouTube channel and do live chat. Oh no, you never like that song. Obama was so correct. Obama. Try bombs on people. Potato. Obama was a joke, yo. Kim's sister. This is looking. I don't know about Kim's sister, yo. I don't know. I mean, you think North Korea is going to be a more open country? Rocket Man. No, he ain't going to be able to shoot his rockets now. He's probably been training his sister since she was like day one. Never ever say yes to the West. Never ever say yes to the West. Never ever say yes to the West. Dennis Rodman broke the news. Are you for real? Dennis Rodman, he like telling us all the news now. Of course, Dennis Rodman will be talking to those people. Of course, Dennis Rodman will be talking to North Korea. North Korea. It's like, But you know what? That's one thing I noticed. I did notice that it was TMZ. And I was thinking, how credible is TMZ? Like, they're not the most credible source, right? But they did break the news about Kobe. That's the first news I heard was about Kobe was from TMZ. And that's kind of crazy. Oh, Michael Jackson broke it too? No, but how does TMZ find out about it first? I just wonder, like, how did they find out about it? Like, people just call them. People like, yo, TMZ, yo, we gotta give y'all all the juicy info. Yeah, I think these people be watching in the middle of the Midwest, and they probably be watching in other countries and stuff where like marijuana is very legal. Where like if you get caught with a joint, they'll like take you out in the field and shoot you in the back. But in my country, well, not my country, but my state where I live in, we don't do such thing like that. No, people smoke weed on the street. People smoke weed in front of the police. You know, I smoke weed and go walk right in the store and go shopping, and people tell me, "Oh, you smell good," and I'm like, "Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, this is sativa. Yeah, this is some good stuff. Yeah, great stuff." But in other countries, other places around the U.S., things are very different. You have to, you just don't have such freedoms. You must have to abide by the rules, and you have to smoke indoors. And here they don't want you to smoke indoors. They want you to smoke on the street. I'm reading the article about North Korea. The doctor got scared because Kim was obese, which caused delays. That's when China stepped in. Yeah, I think China probably stepped in and just got rid of him. China said, let's just go ahead and get rid of Kim, and we can take over North Korea. And we can, do this and we can do that. China stepped in now. Yeah, but you gotta think, North Korea probably ain't got the best doctors. China probably got, of course China got better doctors. But could you imagine, like, you in China and they say, oh, you gotta go to North Korea and go work on the president? They probably already made up their mind. Like, let's get rid of him. Kobe may have made an emergency call and got around the scene. Let me see where it got out. He could have made an emergency call. China ain't playing. Oh, I'm in the U.S. right now. I'm in California. I'm in San Francisco. People say he got assassinated. That's what they say, but like, what was he speaking out about? Because that's what made people get assassinated, when you be speaking out about something. They say Trump stays up night just to watch bad stuff. Oh, he probably does. He probably liked the bad stuff. If China takes North Korea, it would be World War III. Yeah. I think the best thing the best thing that can happen in North Korea is for North Korea and South Korea to unite. I think that would be the best thing. But what that would mean is that South Korea would have a very, very, very large, cheap labor force, because there's a lot of North Koreans, and they would be much cheaper than making things in China. It would probably be cheaper than making things in Africa, making things in North Korea, I'm telling you. Because there are no workers' rights, people make, less, they don't make a lot of money, so it would probably be much cheaper than, because making things in Africa is actually not very cheap. No. Some things can be made cheap in Africa, but, because it's all about getting it from point A to point B. And with Asia, there's just more shipping lines and all that. And then also machinery and factory, a lot of that stuff comes from Asia, it's made in, Japan, and then the machinery is shipped to China, or the machinery is made in Korea and then shipped over to China. So it's right in that area, it works. think? Oh, the Chinese in Africa. I mean, they're there to buy up resources. That's what they're doing. Yo, Jay, you remind me again where you originally from. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. Yeah, Kobe probably was suing somebody, big pharma, they say. Africa will be colonized by the Chinese in the future. Well, the thing is, like, from what I hear, parts of Jamaica, like, the Chinese basically got it, like, years ago. And they own, like, chunks of Jamaica, like, already. And it's gonna be like that, like, all over Africa in, like, 20 years. I mean, because what China's trying to do is, how they're trying to keep that GDP up is, they're trying to go to other countries, right, and invest in other countries, okay? So when you go to other countries, you don't necessarily, like, you own the businesses, you know, you own the businesses, you own the land and stuff like that. What are you sipping on? Oh, it's just Coca-Cola. Y'all already know it's Coca-Cola. China will change a lot. China will change a lot, yeah. It'll be like a very strict world. It'll be a Chinese world, basically. Like, for real, it'll be like a Chinese world. Like, right now, it's a British world. It's an American world. It's an English world. Because English is the dominant language. If you want to be a pilot, you gotta speak English, yo. Like, you gotta speak English. Like, if you want to be a pilot, you gotta speak English. Like, you gotta speak my language. And that says a lot, you know, like, that says a lot. So you think it's gonna be Mandarin one day? I mean, I guess you have to speak English, but you don't have to, but we don't need to know the Celsius system. Kobe up there, Goose, Michael Jackson, Prince, Biggie, James Brown. We're all being forced to stay home. We're in a Chinese world, I already know. You know, we're being forced to stay home because we're in a pandemic. So you can tell people, yeah, you don't have to stay home, and then we can just have more people die. And like, what do you do in that scenario? What do you do in that scenario? What do you do in that scenario? How did Bruce Lee get up in that royal goop? I don't know how Bruce Lee got up in the... Jermaine, buy some more Just Alive for us, man. The market's closed right now. The market's closed right now. I think I want to end the stream. Oh, I think the virus will change healthcare in the U.S. I think it will make it a little bit better. I think so. Maybe I'll make a cooking video tomorrow. What about the crap they're saying about vaping? Well, they said that vaping can make the coronavirus worse. How is your red power bike? Any plans? I don't know what I'm gonna do after the virus, and I'm gonna be here in a little bit. Be here in that stuff for a little bit. Stay in that stuff for a little bit. No new mods. You're gonna end the stream. I think so. Tomorrow I'll do a bike video. Okay. Maybe I'll do a bike video tomorrow. My hair looks It's crazy. I like it right now. It doesn't feel heavy at all. Sometimes it feels like mad heavy, but like now it doesn't feel like it's anything. Perfect. I can just sleep just like that. I'm so sleepy. Terry tips. I'm like getting. Should I keep this stream going? Like, I mean, it's not sucking. I mean, I'm at like 15% battery though. Might as well. I mean, I can might as well. I mean, I'm not doing much. I was probably just gonna go to sleep right after this. Eat the rest of this pizza and go to sleep. Terry, are you still working? How's everything going? Ooh, that's a big yawn. You know what? I still haven't bought any toilet paper, yo. It's crazy. I haven't bought any toilet paper, so what I've been using is just like napkins from Chipotle. I'm like, man, I'm not gonna be buying toilet paper, yo. I'm doing Uber Eats now. Uber Eats is popping. Well, I mean, it's popping with a car. It's kind of hard to do Uber Eats on a bike. Because there's nobody downtown. All the orders are going some other place than downtown. I put a big head on one thing off. My life is changing. I'm going to go and close the window. And I closed the window and I got my massage going, yo. This thing is amazing. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Like just recently, like I just always had it on one. Right? I would cut it on, I would just have it on one. And then I said to myself, what would happen if I cut this bad boy up to like 20? So I cut this bad boy up on 20 and then put it back there. It's straight now. It's good now. It makes a lot of noise. I don't have to put it on 20. I'll put it on 10. There we go. Yes. How much was the massage gun? Who gave that to you? One of those companies from Amazon. I think it's like $130 or something. It comes with like a bunch of different heads, and you change out the heads, and then it's battery. So you plug this thing in, you charge it. It's really good. It feels really good. Will you ever shave your head? Probably not. What do you think about point pickup? What's point pickup? Show it to your woman. You show it to a girl, then you might not get it back. But I love taking it and like just putting it on the bottom of my foot and just like starting at the top of the toe and slowly working all the way down to the bottom of the foot. Oh my gosh. Like even with this head, this needle head, just put it on there like this, like this. Feels so good, y'all. Did I skip something? I'm not racist, but Joe got free Coca-Cola while I was on the roof. Haha, I don't know. That's a question. Are you guys on Instagram a lot? I'm just curious. Are you guys on Facebook? In the Facebook groups a lot? expensive restaurants in SF going out of business. Expensive restaurants, they going out of business too, because they're the ones that's losing the fine dining. Do you think you will stay in San Francisco for a while after lockdown is lifted? Yes, I am. I'm gonna stay because I don't want to just be moving around. You know, so I think I'm just gonna stay put. I'm not gonna just jump on a plane and travel. Yeah, Instagram. I'll probably go live on Instagram a little bit more. I want to go check out like other platforms. What do you miss about Memphis? I miss Southern hospitality. People talk to you more. You know, people say things like, "What's up, boy? How you doing?" You know, people just talk more. It's a different pace of life. You know, I kind of miss that. I kind of miss people are more into like, I don't know. People do things like get married. You know, I don't know too many people that get married around here. I mean, people get married around here, but like I don't know too many. I know people that are just surviving. You know, so it's just different. You know, very, very, very different. Basically, I gotta plug this iPad up. I'm showing y'all my crotch again. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm in like 5%. So like now, I just plugged the iPad up. So we good to go, yo. We good to go. We are good to go. We are good to go. We good to go. We good to go. I got a big massage going. I should probably close this window. Because people are like looking in like, what is that in his hand? What's your next tech purchase? Usually good at one. I don't know. Is that for the hair? No, this is a massage gun. Is it for the hair? You thought it was like a blow dryer? No. It kind of looks like a blow dryer, right? Dreammaker 3000. Why don't you live in LA or San Diego? That's a good question. I'll probably eventually leave. I'll probably eventually move from San Francisco. And I probably will go to LA. Just because LA is, I don't know. I'll probably end up in LA. I feel like I will end up living in LA in some point in my life. I just wonder what that would be like living in LA. I mean, I've lived in LA before, but it wasn't like long time. It was just like a couple months, you know. I lived in Hollywood. I lived at like Hollywood and Vine. Not like on the corner, but like really close to Hollywood and Vine. You kind of need a car in LA. You kind of need a car in LA unless. I mean, I know a bunch of people in LA that don't have a car, but there's a reason why they don't have a car. They have a car. They don't have a car because like they live in Santa Monica and they work in Santa Monica, and that's why they don't have a car because they don't leave Santa Monica. If you got a situation like that, you can kind of get away with not having a car. You know, if you live pretty close to work, but if you like live in downtown LA and you are, you know, commuting to Santa Monica every day, I mean, you can take the train, but everybody can't take the train. You know, you might live in a part of downtown LA that's like you know, maybe it just don't work, or maybe you work in a part of Hollywood where you live up some hills, you know, where you work up some hills, you know, so it just may not necessarily work. Kim will be the biggest death of 2020. He would definitely be the biggest death. Well, biggest death yet. I mean, 2020 is still going, you know. Haven't had a car in a year in Seattle. Dude, it's so nice not having a car, right? It is so nice not having a car. Red powered bikes. Have you been to China? I've only been to Hong Kong. Do you take vitamins? So I take a multivitamin, but I don't usually take it every day. Cause like it really depends on like what I'm eating. I don't usually take it. I mainly take the multivitamin for B12, and you know I get decent. I get quite a bit of B12. You know, I get B12 from nutritional yeast and also from Monster energy drinks. So you know, I eat a lot of vegetables. I haven't had any fresh vegetables today. But tomorrow I think I'll make a stir fry for lunch. And I'll just rock that one out, you know, as I'm giving myself a little massage. It's like the best when you just put it down here by the leg. Oof. It is literally the best right here, y'all. Like sometimes I'll sit here and like just do this for like 20 minutes. I mean, it's one thing I've been doing during the quarantine. I'm just doing this right here, like just to give myself a little massage. I wish I had someone to like do my back for me. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna break my phone. I wish I had someone to do my back for me. Oh my gosh. It feels so good, yo. Mm. 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 I heard there could be a meat shortage soon. I guess we will soon be vegan for a while like you. No, I don't think you guys will go vegan. I think there might be a shortage, but I don't think we're gonna run out of meat. I think with this shortage, it may be the type of shortage where you go to the grocery store and maybe you want pork, and maybe there's no pork, so you get chicken instead. Or maybe you go to the grocery store and there's no chicken, so you get beef instead. You know, you just maybe there's another meat. Because I don't think that we're necessarily in the whole panic shopping mode right now. I don't think people are just running out panicking, because now things are starting to open back up, and when things start to open back up, what that really means is more people are going to be going to restaurants, and what that means is you're going to have less people at home. So with less people at home, you're going to have less people cooking at home. Now, you're still going to have a lot of people still cooking at home because maybe people are laid off, maybe people are not working. But, you know, I don't think it's going to be that big of a... I mean, yeah, there will be a shortage, but I don't think it's going to be like you're going to go to the grocery store and there's not going to be any meat. Like, there might be less meat. And then don't get me wrong, in some places, maybe they will run out of meat temporarily, but, you know, from what I've been following, they have been closing meat farms, right? They'll close one down for a week, they'll close one down for 10 days, they'll close one down for 2 weeks. But then they'll also open it back up. But then they'll close down, but this is going on a multiple scale, like there's multiple places being closed down and there's multiple places being opened back up. So there is a disruption, but you know, if you're vegan and you're worried about that, they're all going to, you know, eat all of our food, I wouldn't worry about that. They're not gonna eat all of of food. Meat shortage spam. Well, I mean, there's lots of fish. You know, I can start putting fish in can. When will you get the munchies? What will your snack of choice be? Gosh, guys. I don't know what my snack is. I think my snack of choice will just be water. I've actually never gave myself a massage like right here like this. Oh, it's so tender. Guys, these massage guns be for real, yo. Did you download the gravity laser? No. How much money you need in an emergency fund? They say you need anywhere from 3 to 6 months of living expenses. So whatever it takes for you to live, you need like about, I would say 6 months worth of living expenses. So if you get by on like $2,000 a month, you need like $12,000 in the bank. Y'all better go to Africa if anything. Ooh. Wow. Oh my gosh. It's like you almost have to do it at an angle. Because if you go straight at it, it's gonna like hurt. But you have to like, ooh. I wanna put it here. Ooh. All the things you do on live stream. Or all the things you do on this type of live stream. Do you do yoga, Jermaine? I used to do yoga. I haven't done yoga in so long. Everybody screenshot. No, don't be screenshotting. No screenshotting. Okay, this may be kind of weird if my significant other walks in. Yeah, it might be. I guess so. I'll put it back down here. I'll put it. Yeah, you're right. That might be a little weird. You'd be like, "What's up with this dude with a massage gun?" I'd be like, "Yeah, he's a YouTuber, and he's just getting weird with a massage gun right now. He's trying to sell a massage gun on Amazon. You could just say I'm trying to sell it or something. I mean, I'm actually not trying to sell it, but if you want to buy one, like." I don't have a link in the description, but if you go to Amazon and type in massage gun, you'll find it. Seems like you've got time before y'all log off. Yo, but the thing is, I'm just I'm just stuck at home with this quarantine thing. Will you get a vax when? I mean, I don't know how that vax is gonna work. Like, I don't have those answers. So I don't know if they're gonna make people get it. Will you have to get it? Like, I don't know. We don't have a vax. Like, maybe we'll have one for this year, but then will it work next year? There's a lot of questions that haven't been answered. So I'm not really concerned. I'm not really worried because there's nothing I can really do. If it works, don't need fixing. I'll take the vaccine. I mean, I think we may not have a choice, you know? I mean, if this thing is as bad as they say it is, I mean, there's still a lot of information we need to find out about this. Ooh, guys, it's really tight. I'll be right back. That's really good. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, 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 no, no. Oh, I have an idea. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting weird with the massage that I'm doing. Holy cow. Yo, I would say it, it's kind of one of those things like if I was traveling, if I wasn't just staying here, if I know I was getting ready to go take off, go to another country, like I would not even, I wouldn't have this, you know? But I know for sure I'm gonna be sticking around for months, you know? So, that's why I was like, yeah, 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 I'll take it. I mean, since I know I'm gonna be here for months, like I've been just buying other stuff, you know? But yeah, like I bought so many shoes since I've been back in the U.S. But like I said, like I know I'm gonna be around, so it's like let's go shopping, let's go buy shit, you know. But then when I know that I'm going to be traveling all the time and I'm just gonna be using the same pair of shoes over and over and over, and I'm gonna be living out of a backpack, well, why do I want to buy anything? You know, like why do I want to buy something when I'm not gonna use it? It's kind of like I'm gonna buy something and I'm gonna stick it in a box. Jermaine, you're not a minimalist anymore. Um, that's something I was thinking about the other day. I would say I'm not exactly a minimalist. You know, I'd say I'm not exactly a minimalist. I mean, there's a lot of things I have here right now that I'm using for this other business that I'm working on. You know, it's all stuff that I'm using. So, does it make me a minimalist? You know, I mean, I think what I'm using is very minimal. You know, like eventually maybe I'll show my setup. But I think I want to show my setup in a different place. Um, because I'm not gonna be staying here that long. Like I'm only gonna be staying here like temporarily. Um, so I don't want to like show and then like a month later I'm moving out. You know what I mean? So I think eventually it's something I want to do. Yo, we've been two hours now. Is Tommy's joint closed? I don't think so. You were really afraid to cross the border Ethiopian? No, I wasn't afraid. It just takes time, yo. Yo, it takes time when you're freaking traveling on the continent. Freaking, when you're in South Africa, you want to go all the way up to Ethiopia. I mean, you know how many countries you gotta go through? And the only way to get there fast is to take a flight because if you go on the ground, there's gonna be so many places you're gonna want to stop, so many places you're gonna want to see, so many things are gonna happen along the way. You know, you miss this bus. You know, you get caught up at this border. You know, it's full of an adventure. You know, like you need time. You need months. Like for real, you need months. Like you're gonna be traveling, and all of a sudden the road's gonna be washed away. And then you have to stop in some little small town and stay for like 5, 6 days, a week, for them to go fix the road. You know, and then eventually they'll have a new road, and then you can just go back on the journey, and then something else will happen. You know, you're on the bus, and the bus has a flat, and now you're stuck in another town for 2, 3 days because the bus had a flat. You know, it's just like I don't know. It's a place you need time for. Like you need time. I don't wanna rush that. You know, I don't wanna rush it. I want to go next time I go to the continent. I want to go on a one-way flight, so that way I'm not like, oh, I gotta be back in the U.S. in 1 month. I gotta be back in the U.S. in 2 months. Like I want to go there and be like, I mean, I can stay 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, a year. Like I like to go like that. Like I like to go like that. Be like, oh, I can stay as long as I want, and then I like to get tired of it and then book a flight, and then go home. You know, that's the way I like to do it. Have you ever been to Zeitgeist and that stuff? I did go. Yeah, I have been there. I had a friend, a local. He used to go there like back, a lot back in the day, so he dragged me there once. Which GoPro do you own? I own the GoPro 8. Do you use VPN to buy flights? So I used to, but not really anymore. Yeah, but I'm not gonna be traveling for a minute. That's the problem. I'm not gonna be traveling for a minute, yo, because I mean, there's nowhere to really go unless I can go to like the UK or something. But I'm still a little skeptical because what happens if like they say anyone coming into the U.S. you must quarantine for 14 days? Like I don't want to get caught up in that. And what if the UK says that? What if the UK says, okay, you're coming from California, we want you to quarantine for 14 days? Like, you know, I mean, if I go to the UK, I probably don't even want to stay 14 days max. I probably want to stay a couple days, you know, maybe a week. But if I have to quarantine for 2 weeks, like, that's not going to work. Love you, teacher. Love you, teacher. So, like, I'm actually, like, the angle, it kind of looks like it's off the way I'm sitting. But the camera is, like, sort of slanted. This is, like, if I sit straight. It looks like it's off, but then you look at the bottom. But I'm kind of, like, sitting at an angle. Giving myself a massage. Whew. Oh, yeah, they're like anybody at SF, you wanna like give massages. I give you a massage, you give me a massage. We can use the gun. Preferably a chick, single girl. No, I'm not that sore. Like I just got this like recently, and it's just dope to use. And since I had a lot of time on my hands, like with this quarantine thing, I just make the time go by and just use it. But a lot of times I kind of forget that it's here. It charges really fast. I remember I used it for like 3 days, right? Where I would use it maybe 20 minutes a day. I used it for 3 days in a row. And then I charged it. And I like left and went to the store and came back. And I was gone for like 30 minutes. And it was fully charged when I got back. And I was like, yo, I've like used it for a couple of days. And yeah, I don't know. I guess it works. Do you think the virus will inspire people to finally live healthier lives, better diet, exercise? It's only killing unhealthy people. So it's a natural selection. You know what? I don't even want to talk about my perspective because, like, I think it's a little too shocking. Like, what I got to say. Like, I think people, it is going to push people. Dude, I think this is going to do so much. I think this is going to do so much, yo. I think it's going to do, like, for the good, for the bad, for everything. Okay, it's gonna push people to be more healthy, right? Yes, it is, because what you said is very true. It's very true. It's mainly going after sick people. It's mainly going after people who are unhealthy. But that's not the only thing that it's causing. It's causing a lot of other things. That's just one thing it's causing. It's crashing a lot of businesses, right? It's changing the way that like kids go to school. It's changing the way that people go to work. Like it's like a massive domino effect, right? It's like it's a super massive domino effect. So I can see like, okay, like yeah, that happening. Okay, so we're gonna have more people like thinking about their health more, like thinking about it, like actually thinking about it. So they'll be thinking about their health more. So they're gonna be watching what they eat. Maybe they'll eat like less junk food, and then I can see people getting out, like just maybe trying to getting out exercising more too. Because if you're thinking about what you're eating, and if you're being health conscious, exercise and moving around that plays a role in that whole game too. And what do you have with this whole quarantine thing going on? You have people going out to get food, and you have people going out for exercise. Okay, you have people going out to get a fresh breath of air. Okay, so it's kind of like people already getting used to doing that now. I have seen so many bikes, so many bikes, and I'm just wondering, yo, like, why do I see so many bikes now? You know, like maybe people just want to go out to get some exercise. I don't know. I just see so many bikes right now, and I'm just like, oh, maybe it just makes sense. Like I don't see a lot of cars. I think that could possibly. I don't know. Like there's something up with these bikes, yo. Something up with these bikes. I don't get it. It's turning into fucking Netherlands, bro. I'm telling you, we turning European all day, yo. Big Pimp J. Big Pimp J, you know it. They're saving a lot of money. They're learning how to cook. You right about that? Cuts cars too much to maintenance. Cars are much to maintenance. But then another thing about cars is the amount of time that people are in cars. Some places spend more time in cars. You know, places like LA, places with lots of traffic, people spend more time in cars. But in a lot of places, people don't spend a lot of time in cars. In a lot of places, people don't just sit in traffic like just to go to the store to pick up eggs and milk, you know? That's only certain parts of the U.S. where traffic is like that beat up. And I imagine in some of these places, maybe we could see a little shake up in traffic, like after, we get out of lockdown. Maybe things could be like just shaked up a little bit, like a little different. You're gonna still want to hear Booster Boys? I think I will. Experiencing life behind that one show is dull. It is. You guys are sure. Where did you live before SF? I lived in Santa Barbara. Why did you choose SF? I had an ex-girlfriend that wanted to live here, and I always wanted to live here too. And we just both moved here together. It worked out. It worked out. We're actually friends on Facebook now, which is kind of interesting. We're friends on Facebook. Yo, I think I'm gonna get off here because I'm getting tired. I'm about to go up on the roof, go pray really fast. Face towards Macedonia. I lived in SF for 25 years. Oh, really? You know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about how long I want to stay at SF. I'm thinking I can't stay here forever. Alright, so I'm out this time. I'll see y'all. I see all y'all later. Bye bye. No money, no honey. What are you doing for a living? Something like